what makes you happy. I'm making the money I want to make. I'm making the music I want to make.
It's JP1, aka Jackpot the Chosen One, and I'm an artist to watch from SooDetroit.
All purpose, they all purping. They kinda like all circle. These niggas ain't all working. Talk like the plug, but I'm busy on all circuits. If I don't know y'all, I know the cat who bring y'all working. Real niggas who run in small circles that y'all lurking. I know that you swear depth by depth is what y'all flirt with. 12 by 12, 8 by 8s. My tapes measured was hard on the yard. No bridge cards, I ate better. 500 and 50.
I started rapping when I was about 6, maybe 7. I had a stepfather. And he doing life right now, but at the time I really looked up to him. And he stopped somewhere and he was rapping with one of his friends, so I basically just started rapping everybody else's songs like NWA, then Dr. Dre, Snoop, and all of that. And I was about 9 or 10. I started writing my own rhymes. And, I was recording them on the little tape machine. I just recorded them, doing whatever I could do to get my voice down on the tape. The first song I recorded was Never Been in Love. I was 15. I had just broke up with somebody that I thought that I loved, but I realized I didn't know what love was. So I wrote a song about never being in love. And it actually, I was going to Southfield Lathrop at the time, and it actually took on a life of its own. Like everybody that was around my age could relate to it, so people started talking about it, and I had a decent little fan base from it. It was like, I never been in love and I don't plan on it. My word is my bond, best believe I stand on it. Like that. It's just as a kind of like a little up-tempo song. You know, a little motivational. I grew up listening to, first it was LL Cool J, Rakim, EPMD, Curtis Blow. Like I used to watch Crush Groove all the time, Breaking, Beat Street, Wild Style. Like I was really of the culture even as a kid. And then I was listening to Michael Jackson, Prince, The Temptations with my mama, a lot of music. But as far as rappers go, like when I started being able to like pick my own music, I was listening to Tupac, Biggie, then Nas and Jay-Z, UGK, 8Ball and MJG, who else? Ice Cube. I love music, so I was listening to everybody. Mystical, I mean, you name it, I listened to it. Anything that had a decent little beat, somebody could rap a little bit. If I had to compare my style to anyone, it'd be a mixture actually between like Nas, Jay-Z. Like it's a little bit of both, you know, not so, cause I look at, like, it's only 3 rappers to me. It's Nas, Jay-Z, and Eminem. Everybody else is like some kind of offspring. I look at Nas as like the quintessential hip hop head. I look at Jay-Z as like the king of style. Like Jay-Z, you know, he do his thing, play with the beat a little bit. Then I look at Eminem like the battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? So everybody else is just somewhere in the branches of those trees. That's how I feel about rap altogether. I want to be remembered by my work ethic. Like I do everything, the gifted and talented, the whole brand is me. I do everything. I don't have partners. I don't have management. I don't have anything. I do everything. I make all the phone calls. I send all the emails. I do everything. If it's anybody helping me, it's because I paid them. Like I have a PR that I pay. I have, you know what I mean? I have people that work with me that I pay. But overall, I do everything. I make sure all the video treatments is right. I do all the music. I sit with the engineer while we mix and master my projects. I do everything. The only hiatus I took rapping is because of prison. I never took a break rapping. I had a deal when I did the Never Been in Love. I was 15. I had a deal then with Blair Records. And I had a little, it was just a little local label. But actually Bear Strong is like a Motown legend. He wrote a bunch of songs for Temptations and everything. And his son, Chill Strong, and my brother were real friends. And they was like, they used to call me all the time. Battling. They used to want me to battle. Like, man, this dude think he can rap, you know. So I was rapping all the time, and one day he called and left a voicemail on the phone like, man, my daddy looking for a teenage rapper. And that's how I got my first record deal, and I started dealing with them. And that's actually how I got the name Jackpot. So when I got the name Jackpot, then I was naming my album The Chosen One. So I used to say The Chosen One all the time, like Jackpot, The Chosen One, because that was the name of the project I was working on. And the deal didn't go through. I mean, the deal was good, but the album never went through because by the time from 15 to 17, you know, you live life, things change. And I was like, man, let's scrap all of that. And I was on to something else. And I was in the streets at the time because the rapping wasn't making no money. So I was in the streets and I caught a case. So when I caught my armed robbery case, that's the only hiatus I took from rapping. Even then, I didn't take a hiatus. I did my time. I was rapping and writing and doing everything. So that was good. And then I came straight home. I dropped a mixtape in 4 weeks. So I was right back at it. Prison got me more focused. Like because at 17 or 18, you feel like you had a whole world. Like I can do whatever. Like I got the whole world in my hands. I could fly ships. I could, you know, fly kites for the rest of my life. But when you go in there, and I did 9 years, so I was in there from 18 to 27, and I understood, like, you don't have the rest of your life. Like, it's time to stay, you know, stay on top of what you're trying to do. So prison really got me together. Like, man, it got me so focused. I sat in there, I read a lot, I wrote a lot of music. I pretty much knew what I wanted to do. Being that I had a deal already, I knew I wasn't coming home looking for a record deal. So that was never, I've never sent music to a record label. I've never did anything like that. I came home, I knew I wanted to be independent. I knew I wanted to be in control of my own destiny. And sitting in prison, you have nothing but time to plan. Actually, you have time to do whatever you want to do. It's people that sit on their thumbs all day if that's what they want to do. But I just sat playing, you know, was prepared, came out here ready for war. And that's pretty much what it did. Like, it just gave me the focus. Like I said, I dropped a mixtape in 4 weeks. Like, I put a mixtape on the internet. I started my own label, got my website up and running myself. I do everything myself. So it was just, I don't know, it was just like shaping. It just got me together. I'm from Southwest Detroit, Ford and Schaefer. I actually graduated from River Rouge High School, but I'm from Ford and Schaefer. I actually grew up in Ben Harbor, Michigan, but I moved back here because I was born here. Then I moved there until I was like 12, spent a little time in Battle Creek. Then I came back here, and I was here only about 5 or 6 years before I went to jail. So yeah, I represent Southwest. I went to Boynton, all of that. They love me down there. Wow. No, just playing. No, Detroit rap is good and bad. Like, the whole music scene as a whole is kind of like washed up, but it's good or bad. Like, you have to seek out good music. Like, if you listen to what they playing on the radio, you probably never gonna get a good taste of what Detroit hip hop is. Like, I'm a fan of Black Milk and Elzai and Royce da 5'9" and Guilty Simpson and that type of music. So I seek out, you know, the artists that's like that, Bodie James, and you know, people like that. But for the most part, like, the people that I feel like the people that they are like champion Detroit music is garbage. Like, it's no type of lyrical ability. But I tell people this all the time: the education level in Detroit is so low. It's like probably like 7th, 8th grade average. So when you listen to the music, the style, like, everything's gonna be around the same, you know, the same educational level. So the music is like 7th, 8th grade music. Like, that's why the kids like the music, because they can relate to it. Like, most kids can't listen to a Nas song and say, oh man, I understand what he's saying. But they can listen to you know, I ain't gonna just give nobody no shout outs, but they can listen to the people that's hot in Detroit and be like, yeah, I know what he's saying, because I understand what Trues are and Buffy's, and, you know, it's real. It's like LD. It's like LD music, the popular music in Detroit. And the beats, they feel like, you know, you can go make those beats on your cell phone. So everything is easy and it's relatable. Like, so I don't knock it though. It's a taste for everything, man. Everybody had their own crowd. You just find your crowd and you work your crowd. I salute everybody who on their grind, man, because this shit hard. My standout record so far is Nothing Like Me off my last CD, Gifted and Talented. That's with me and Jeter. It's a song with me and Big Gov called Fuck Your Feelings. Those two are the biggest standout records I done had. As far as views and all of that go, I have a song called We Winning, and it's like a real commercial song. And the video is nothing but like some strippers shaking ass in the video. That has the most views that I've ever had, and it's crazy because it's like the only song I ever did that I didn't really like, but I did it for like a purpose, and it did. It got like 300 and some thousand views altogether between. I know it's bad, but yeah, them the standout records, man. I am so Detroit because I represent the real Detroit, like the real struggle. It's no shine. It's no, I'm the same person that I am in the house when I come out the house. A lot of people come out and put their makeup on, they dress up, and they come out and they do, you know, they put on a show. And I feel like the real Detroit is grimy. We broke. You know what I mean? The city broke. Why everybody want to keep stunting? So I feel like I represent the real Detroit. I'm not going to rap to you about Lamborghinis and all of that. I don't got none of that. I'm gonna keep it real. Most of these guys ain't got it neither. So I feel like I represent Detroit to the fullest. So I'm so Detroit.